Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing with you this delicious, royal yet messy, rich yet simplistic royal cake. Now it may look fancy, but it is the simplest of recipes. It is a basic, no bake, just chill cake, so let's just get right into it. So now I don't own a proper double boiler, so I just make one on my own. I'm using a pot and I'm just gonna fill it like 3/4 of it with water, and I'm going to place a glass bowl on top. Now this chocolate is going to go inside this glass bowl, and make sure that there is space in your pan and your bowl so that the steam can escape. And my chocolate's been sitting in the freezer for quite a while, that's why it's all moist. Now you don't want huge chunks when you're melting the chocolate, so I'm just going to put it in a plastic bag and I'm going to hammer it out into small chunks. More surface area, faster melting. It's basic science. That's why I have crushed it all up into chunks, and now this is going to go over to the stove. You're going to use medium to high heat depending on the size of the pan that you have. Now here the chocolate looks really messy, but from here it only gets better into a delicious royal glaze. Now with the amount of chocolate that I have used, I will take 5 half roll. That is enough and it gets evenly covered. Now with the biscuits, be careful. Do not put them all in a zipper bag and hammer them. It might sound easier, but that's not what you want, because you don't want to crush them up. You just want to chunk them up. Take a reasonable amount into your hand and just press them together so that they're nice chunks. And there is a weird red stain on my hand again. Now that is a lipstick stain. I got a new lipstick and I've been trying it out, and it is super waterproof. It just doesn't go off. I've cleaned it a million times. Irrelevant, but anyways, you're just going to keep breaking that biscuit into smaller chunks. If there are huge chunks, just pick them up, crush them up. If they're too big, they won't pack well. If they're too small, they won't taste good. So just medium-sized chunks would do. Ta-da! This is what your final chunky biscuits are going to look like. Biscuits are done, moving on to the chocolate. Now make sure that you keep tossing and turning the chocolate in intervals. This does not look pretty right now, but wait for it. When it's completely melted, this is what it's going to look like. This is your beautiful, completely melted chocolate glaze, and you can take it off the stove. So I'm going to put the biscuits aside for a while, and I'm going to level up that chocolate. Now the chocolate on its own is delicious. However, if you want the cake to be sturdy and you want it to stick together, so in order to increase the consistency and viscosity, I will be adding condensed milk into this chocolate. Now just weigh it out and add the condensed milk directly into the chocolate. Do not wait for the chocolate to cool down, because the hot chocolate would help the condensed milk combine better. And I don't know why, but this looks like a weird science project. Anyways, just give it a good stir. Like I said, mix it while it's hot so it gets incorporated really well. Now, one thing that you need to do is condensed milk is super sweet. So in order to make sure that you're not eating sugar, I will be adding some other goodies into this really gooey chocolatey glaze. Now, for the time being, you're going to put this chocolate glaze aside and grab yourself a separate bowl. Into the bowl, I'm going to add measured quantities of cocoa powder, coffee, and a little bit of salt. This is what you want in a bowl. The quantities are mentioned, and you can also find the quantities on my Instagram page. Now, into this, you're going to add milk. The amount of milk you add is optional, and it's variable depending on the type of consistency you want for your chocolate. Mix that all up and just add it into the gooey chocolatey mix. Now this might take a little while to incorporate together because of the very different consistencies, but again, be patient, and this is what your final shiny, shimmery, incorporated, perfect, cute little glaze is going to look like. And now, the moment of truth. Add that delicious glaze that you just prepared onto your biscuits, and you're going to mix it all up. Take your time, be patient, make sure that you get the chocolate in every nook and crook, every corner, every piece of the biscuit, so that it is very smooth and you get the chocolate in every bite of your cake. Okay, so now you can literally plate this into anything. I'm using a simple glass dish and I have lined it up with some cling film so that it's easier to finally remove. And once you're done filling your chocolate biscuits into the mold, make sure that you press them down to get rid of any air bubbles, and you make it really dense so that it doesn't break when you remove the final chilled cake. Now it might look I'm just barely touching it, but trust me, I'm using all the strength I've got. And you're going to chill it up into the fridge. Once you take it out, spread it up with the extra glaze, and that is it. This is your finalized chocolate good royal cake, and just all that's left to do is serve it up and enjoy. I hope you liked the video. Like, share, subscribe. Do check out my Instagram page because I share written recipes there and a lot of other tips and tricks. The link is in the description. See you next time.